There's been only one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade, said Wesley Snipes in Deadpool and Wolverine that came out early this year. And until recently, we thought Mahershala Ali was never going to appear again, because technically he's appeared in the Eternals post-credit scene voice only. We never thought we were going to get the talented Mahershala Ali in the MCU. And it's a subject I've not really covered on this channel because it's been a back and forth between different directors, different script, it not happening, it happening. But finally, according to an industry insider, the Blade movie might be filming in my very own country. Obviously, I don't own the country, I mean where I live. It could be filming next year in the United Kingdom, as many people thought we would be getting Spider-Man 4, which we are. There's been no movement on Doctor Strange 3, so it would make sense for the Blade movie to finally come out. After being revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2019, which I remember it like it was yesterday. Why? Because I nearly went to that San Diego Comic-Con, but I decided to go to Mexico, Cancun instead. So we're going to talk about the Blade movie. And finally, it looks like we are getting Mahershala Ali. Sounds like he's pretty happy with the script finally, which is cool because Blade is such an easy movie to do. And it could be great, and it could set up Midnight Suns, and there's so much potential after seeing how cool Agatha All was with the witches. Now we're going to see the vampire-ish dark side with Blade. Hopefully this information is real. So yo, what is good YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Are you hyped that it looks like we are finally getting this movie? Also, if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, check us out on Instagram. And if you want to check us out on Twitter, Warstu G. Right, let's get into this. So, this is such an iconic history from the Blade that Variety actually has an article titled A Blade Timeline, 5 years and counting for Marvel's reboot with Mahershala Ali. I really hope this actually happens. So, as I said in the prologue, we've technically already had an appearance from Mahershala Ali in the Marvel's Eternal, but it obviously was his voice only. In the end credit scenes of the Chloe film, Kit Harington's character, Dane Whitman, opens an ancient box containing the Ebony Blade, a cursed sword that has haunted Dane's family for generations. Right as Dane is about to pick up the blade, you hear the boy Mahershala Ali's voice saying, "Sure, you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman." So it's absolutely insane and sad that this talented actor that's been on board since at least 2019 has not made a cameo anywhere. But it does look like finally we're going to be getting somewhere. After endless directors leaving, the movie's getting pushed back. It's now officially been taken off. According to Industry Insider, apparently the movie is going to be shooting next year. So what does the information actually say according to the internet? So let's break it down. So according to Industry Insider, Daniela Rickman, Mahershala Ali likes the new draft and they are close to finding a director. It's the MCU film most likely to go into production next year, with nothing else as close. So aside from the ones we already know about, having film being Captain America 4, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four, it seems like Spider-Man 4 basically unofficially confirmed. We know that Tom Holland's confirmed it's happening. It's just obviously not been confirmed that they're shooting it. Although he did say they're shooting it next summer, and Blade are left for the saga, other than the Avengers film. Now, this is fantastic. Not only that, respected, the most trusted insider, Mr. Alex Perez, says this. Yes, I misspoke when I said that Blade may have been kept off until the multiversal saga. The issue mainly stems from Marvel having kept Blade off their internal schedule long before the trades even announced it. So this is Alex Perez essentially backing up Daniela RPK's information about Blade actually going into production next year. It looks like, which is fantastic. But at the same time, that does not mean Doctor Strange 3 won't go into production. Marvel can have more than 2 movies filming in the same year. We already know that. So this is fantastic. Alex Perez collaborates Daniela's scoop. The film has the highest priority for release, given the amount of time it's been in development, and that does make sense. The idea is to establish him and his corner in the saga, so that the corner, in this case, the supernatural, the dark side, whatever you want to call it, is explored heavily in the next saga. But this doesn't mean that Mahershala Ali can't have a cameo or can't appear. We know you Marvel fans love cameos more than the actual plot. It would make sense to maybe have him in Secret Wars or Avengers Doomsday actually meet Wesley Snipes' Blade, as Ryan Reynolds did the impossible, seeing as Ryan Reynolds and Wesley Snipes had major beef, but they didn't, because Wesley Snipes was basically a side character in Deadpool and Wolverine. That is why you can never believe any information that doesn't come from official sources at Marvel Studios, because anything that comes from a trusted insider or anyone online could be made up. So it is cool. And I'm really looking forward to this supernatural side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because this also means we can finally get the Marvel Midnight Suns, and they can introduce the likes of Ghost Rider, Elsa Bloodstone, Moon Knight's already been introduced, Doctor Strange obviously a part, Man-Thing, Wong, I guess, Dr. Voodoo. I so want to see the supernatural side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After they've finally explored the witches side with WandaVision, technically, with Agatha all along. So it's going to be really darn cool to see this. So hopefully, Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, will officially announce the Blade is filming next year, so he can corroborate the industry insider information, which I believe it could be true. But like I've said, I've stayed away from talking about Blade because it's also a he said, she said. 1 week it's over, next week it's not. I can see why Marvel's officially taken it off their slate, because they've been working on it for such a long time, like so darn long, to the point where people thought it's not actually going to be happening. And then Alex Perez went on to say, it's my understanding the film has the highest priority for the release, given the amount of time in development. It's a matter of getting the story right, but if Daniela's information is right, it may seem incredibus to some, but yes, it's difficult to set the story up since it sets up so much. And then he went on to say the idea for Blade is to have a development similar to Doctor Strange when he was introduced to the MCU, to establish him as a character and his corner of the universe in the previous saga. So in this corner, in the case, Supernatural is heavily exploited in the next saga. That is cool. I'm just really shocked that Mahershala Ali hasn't got pieced. I know he's done other projects since, but damn, he's been sitting on this since 2019. That paycheck must be freaking big. He must ask for like creative control or creative credits when this movie finally comes out. But we're here for it, because like I said, when they open up the supernatural side of the MCU, of the Marvel Universe, we can get Midnight Suns, we can get Elsa Bloodstone, Dr. Voodoo. And also it does actually have a connection to do with Doctor Strange side, technically. And, you know, there's always been rumors of Ghost Rider being in the, like, Deadpool Wolverine wasn't true. Punisher? Technically Punisher was part of Midnight Suns. So many people could appear in this. Realistically, it's massive. It really could be huge. That's why I guess Mahershala Ali doesn't want to make a film until the story is right. Because that's all you got to do in Marvel, DC, and Monsterverse. In fact, in any movie, make a good story, people will turn up and see it. Good movies have proven this time and time again. Oppenheimer banged at the box office because it was a good movie, so on and so forth with other good movies. So like always, guys, let us know, are you hyped for Blade finally potentially filming next year in England, which means maybe like a 2026 release or 2027. Generally, when they film a movie, it comes out a year later, but sometimes it can be 2 years later. Just look at Marvel. They've literally had Ironheart and Wonder Man finish for such a long time, but they haven't released them yet. But obviously, they're getting released next year. So it could be a good time to be a Marvel fan again. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, Warstu G. And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later.